Hey there, welcome back. As always, I'm Carl with Target's Attitude, absent-minded professor of knives and all things sharp. Sit back, get your pens and paper ready. We're about to start class. First, a little syllabus work, though. As always, if you haven't subscribed yet, well, got only one question for you. Why not? Come on, if you like knives, and you must, or you wouldn't be watching this video, you're going to love my videos, so it's easy. Just hit that little button right down there. It says subscribe. After that, you hit the bell next to it. You'll get notified every time I bring out a new video. Helps you get to see a lot more new neat knives. Helps me. The more subscribers I got, the easier it is for me to get neat new knives to show you. All in all, win-win situation. But enough of the syllabus. On to class. Got something a little different to show you today. Kind of neat. You've got some Scottish heritage like I do, and I am half Scottish. You've probably heard of this, though maybe not this brand. This is from Boker Magnum, and from what I understand, I don't speak Scot Gaelic, but did do try to learn a wee bit since, as I say, I am half Scottish. Apparently, this is pronounced a Skeen Doo, or Skeen Doo. Literally means black knife. These were carried, or versions of this were carried by the Scots. Of course, they couldn't be denied carrying a knife to cut their meat with and all that, so even if they had to give up their claymore or their basket hilt and their dirk and all their other weapons, the host could not really make them give up this. And so, developed a knife that would not only cut their meat, would serve them well in a self-defense situation if things got a little sticky. The original ones tended to have black rosewood or other form of wood handles, normally black. That's not where the name came from. Black came because they could be used as a self-defense weapon, normally used in your left hand if you were able to get a hold of a sword. This particular one, as I say, is made by Boker Magnum, as you can see right here on the blade. Like the traditional ones, it does have a somewhat triangular blade. The false edge is fairly common but not necessary. They're almost always single-edged knives. This one is made of 440A stainless steel. Boker is a German company, but the Boker Magnum line is traditionally assembled in China. They will quite often get the materials from Germany and send them to China for the final assembly work. Other times the whole thing is done in China. But, so the prices aren't too bad. Comes with a fairly nice leather sheath, not super high quality, but decent, and it's plastic lined, which is handy. Problem with keeping knives in leather sheaths is that leather will grab and hold on to moisture, especially if it gets wet. So you've got something holding on to the moisture right next to your knife blade, and I don't care how stainless the blade is, they will all rust eventually. Some of the newer ones are extremely resistant to rust, especially some of the steels developed for divers knives, but they will still rust if they're kept in wet conditions. This one has black micarta handles. It's got a lanyard hole if you want it. Classic handle shape. Fairly comfortable. Not likely to slide in your grip. It's It's about perfect for my hand. The blade itself is just a little over 4.5 inches. I think, let's see here. Yeah, my notes say 4.63 inches overall. All in all, especially if you go to a lot of Highland games or something like that and you want something that will serve you well and but still fit into your costume when you're wearing a kilt, this looks like it's going to be a nice selection. So let's put it through its paces and see how it does. As always, straight out of the box, no sharpening, no touch-up, no nothing. Start off with a piece of paper, and not bad at all. Handling that fairly well. See here, cardboard. Standard corrugated cardboard, as you can see. Maybe not the heaviest, but it is pretty standard. Just, man, it went right through easy as you could want. Yeah. You want to open up your boxes quite easily. So, let's see here. Hang packaging test. Instead of a soda bottle this time, I'm using Gold Peak tea. I haven't had these a lot lately, but I really like them. It's a much heavier plastic than your standard soda bottle. Heavier than most hang packages, so if you can open this, it's going to make short work of any hang packages. And right in. Yeah. Useful that way, that's for sure. Let's see here. Paracord. Here we go. Oops, almost tried cutting with the false edge. That wouldn't have done me much good. Well, at first I hadn't gone through, but it went through beautifully. Not quite as nicely on the smaller loop. Let's see how it does on that tiny little loop. Well, that didn't do much good. It's way over there somewhere. Let's try again. And one. Again, way over there. So, thinking before I start carrying this for real, I'd probably want to take it downstairs and touch up the blade. But it did cut the first set of paracord, so maybe not. Let's see here. Heavy cowhide. Let's see how it does on this. And not so good that way. Okay. It's cutting it. Doing a fairly nice job. Still thinking I'd want to touch up that blade a little bit. Let's see here. Wood. Here we go. Standard piece of scrap wood from the workshop. And feathering it up nicely. Don't know about this. Whoa. That was just with my hand. So, maybe I wouldn't want to touch up that blade. Sure took the wood apart quick. One more test here. And this is, again, one that one of my friends recently asked me to start doing. Standard zip ties. Used at gun shows the world around to secure guns so that you can't fire them accidentally. Used by electricians the world around to tie cables down. I know a couple air conditioning people will use them to temporarily tie together soft ductwork before they get the tape and all out and do the finish joining. Handy for tying all sorts of things together and closed. Even handy as temporary handcuffs if you're into security. So, let's see how this cuts this. Okay, not too bad. Let's try this way. Let's put some deep notches in it. Let's see here, if I put it down on a piece of cardboard. Okay. Cut it then. Not bad at all. So, not the best edge profile maybe, but not a bad one. Let's get that piece of paper out here again, and let's see how it does on this. Well, not too bad. Yeah. Yeah, all in all, right out of the box, it's not bad at all. I'll be honest. I'm probably going to pull one for my personal use, since I do go to a lot of Highland games, especially in the spring and summer. I'm also probably going to go downstairs and touch up that edge beforehand. But as you saw, you don't really have to if you don't want to. It will do the job. Fairly nice in the hand. Okay, one of the pins is sticking up above the micarta, just enough for you to feel it, but the rest are nice. So yeah, if you want Skeen Doo that you can take with you to the Highland games and actually use to whatever, not a bad idea, especially since if you get one made from Scotland, you're going to have to put an edge on it before you can cut butter. But that's because of British law. And let's be honest, most Skeen Doos are made in Scotland or England, and so that's just the way they're going to come. This one, you've already got an edge. Maybe not as nice an edge as I'd like, but you still got an edge. And Boker Magnum's a decent name, so not too bad. Price isn't too bad. It's just retail price is $51.95. I've got it a little bit better at gun shows, quite a bit better on my website. I understand they're thinking of discontinuing this one, so if you want one, Might need to get it fast. But in the meantime, hope you found something interesting out of this. Hope you enjoyed the show. And I look forward to seeing you back next week when we meet again for another class. In the meantime, you take care. May the sun always be at your back, and the wind as well. Take care of yourself, and remember, go and do something, no matter how minor or how major. Even if it's planning out the itinerary for a group of Highland games. Do it with attitude. See you now. Bye.